Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Crazy big or mysteriously strange. With the ocean being an enigma of surprises, there are sightings that claim the existence of the megalodons. But have these majestic beasts really been found yet? Let's check it out. Hit by giant teeth. And since all terrible incidents in water are incomplete without the appearance of huge sharks, something similar happened to them when all of a sudden their boat got hit by a giant beast from underneath. The camera shattered into pieces. The boat broke into two halves, leaving the passengers in utter chaos. According to some hypothetical suggestions, it might be a giant rock under the sea surface, or a giant sea monster, since after investigating the boat, large tooth marks were all over. And do you know the megalodon means giant tooth? Megalodon on shore. Measuring up to 12 meters in length, a huge shark washes on the shores of Australia. The fascinating discovery was made possible through a drone hovering over the area. Quite petrified, the beachgoers, after noticing this humongous and strange sea creature, come up saying it could be a basking shark. But did it look like one? Shark lay on the shore for quite some time until the huge wave rushed through, taking the giant back into the water. Rumor has it the rare giant was a megalodon shark. But was it? No one's sure about it yet. Gigantic catch. With only 5% of the ocean yet explored, there is a chance that megalodons are still alive. Speaking of which, take a look at this next clip. The video starts with a whale coming out of the water, but right behind it was another giant with a mega-toothed shark, or the so-called megalodon. The video was recorded in 2013, and according to research, chances are this graceful giant could actually be the megalodon, because that's exactly how they used to encounter prey, by opening a 3.4 meter wide mouth to have a nice, meaty chunk. Megalodon on Brazilian coastline. The next footage, recorded in 2012, is sure going to leave you stunned. The clip shows the mere presence of a giant shark lurking just beneath the surface of the water, perhaps basking in the sunlight. The whole incident was captured by the Brazilian Coast Guard while they were on a rescue mission off their coastline. Their mission went completely safe and sound, except that the whole crew was later pretty convinced that this giant monster could be nothing but the graceful beast, otherwise known as Megalodon. Also, do you know the very same clip was also featured by Discovery Channel on one of their shows? Mini Megalodon. Straight out of the fantasy, this fascinating video from Australia actually bears proof that megalodons could just be alive. How? Well, look closely. The clip shows a hungry shark, not really big in size, appeared out of nowhere, had its lunch, and went away. Alright, now look again. Although the shark is pretty average in size, the presence of jut in the flap of the shark is saying something else. Hence, the feature is only known to be found on the bodies of megalodons, and this one could be a baby megalodon. What do you say? And by the way, the footage was captured by marine biologists while collecting some facts regarding sharks and their behavior underwater. Rotting blue whale. Measuring around 24 meters in length, a blue whale surfaced on the shores of South Africa, rotting with half-bitten flesh. The incident took place in 2021, while leaving the people baffled with its mysteriously big wound. Well, it is known that the giant blue whales could become easy prey to orcas, but orcas have their own hunting techniques, and according to experts, it could be the doing of another lethal predator besides the orca, the megalodons. And it is believed that megalodons have this unpleasant habit of hunting larger prey in open waters, and with a bite so large in size, I don't think that any other marine giant would have dared to do so. Gigantic marine beast. In 2021, off the coast of New England, a weirdly terrifying sight was caught. The footage shows a strangely big shark lurking around a tall ship off the coast of Massachusetts. Measuring up to 26 meters in length, The prehistoric shark was spotted making circular motions as if it was ready to hop on for an attack. The whole incident was caught live by a ship full of research students who seemed quite stupefied with once-in-a-blue-moon kind of view. The whole incident was caught live by a ship full of research students who seemed quite stupefied with the once-in-a-blue-moon kind of view. Hence, they later named the shark as supposed megalodon, only because it was unimaginably big in size. Deep Sea Megalodon. Since we're talking about megalodons, in 2018, a Japanese marine company decided to place a huge cage bait along with a camera in the deepest depth of the Mariana Trench to record which giant predator would first encounter it. Well, it turns out that after a couple of small sharks approached the bait, a massive, monstrous shark measuring up to 19 meters in length was spotted approaching the cage, appearing from the darkness of the ocean. Shocked for a minute or two, scientists claimed the presence of this bulky giant could be proof that megalodons are still lurking in the depths of the water. Megalodon versus the kayak. If you're not yet convinced of the existence of megalodons, take a look at this fearsome clip featuring a gigantic sea monster. A kayaker, while having the time of his life, caught sight of this huge beast. As the species is unidentified, it could be a whale or a giant shark, able to munch down the whole kayak along with its owner pretty easily. Paddling as fast as he could, he looked again, and judging by the looks of it, the huge shark looks about 13 meters long. Well, according to my research, except for great whites, megalodons were known to be 13 meters long. So what do you say? Could it be the 3.5 million year ago extinct marine mammal? Megalodon's fin. In 2014, a man, while on a regular boating trip, stumbled upon a huge fin protruding out of the water. But since he didn't get terrified like most of us, he took a picture. Well, thank you, mister, for capturing the evidence. Because later, after noticing the distance between the dorsal fin of the shark and its tail, it turns out that the creature was not any ordinary shark. But then, what's so extraordinary? Well, I'm sure you've already guessed that one, right? Megalodon's shadow. Can you imagine a kid making a remarkable discovery on the existence of megalodons? Well, let me tell you, a kid, while watching the stream of camera number 847 from the Pacific Ocean, noticed something incredible after he saw a shadow of a fin passing by. And while investigating the kid's observation, a researcher concluded it's a 19-meter-long shark. All he did was examine the visible body parts, the shape and size of the fin, and there you go! Another claim of the mysterious megalodon ruling over the ocean bed. Megalodon with her baby. A picture that went viral over the internet shows an unusual sighting. Here, take a good look at it. It shows two giant sea monsters caught while passing by the Samuel de Champlain Bridge in Montreal. The picture clearly shows a large marine creature besides a smaller one. As per the theories, it could be a mama megalodon basking around with her little one. But since there's no official record of it, people also think it could be a blue whale along with her baby. On that note, who do you take sides with? And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. Today's subscriber pick points towards the incident that occurred in 2009. A monster-sized great white shark was caught off the Dolphin Coast in the Natal Shark Board's nests at Zinkwazi Beach in KwaZulu-Natal. Upon investigation, the gigantic beast turns out to be an adolescent, measuring at a ridiculous length of over 14 feet. And according to Jeremy Cliff, head of the Sharks Board, the poor creature was previously alive, but weak when it was discovered. Hence, being confused and lethargic, it gave up on life in the nests the very next morning. Google Earth picture. If you're looking for a more authentic version of megalodon sightings, then this one is especially for you. The picture was captured by a satellite of NASA near the shoreline of Cat Island in the Bahamas. The picture shows a gigantic creature, gigantic enough to be measured as 21 meters long. And before you lead into the judgmental mode, we all know who can get this big. By the way, to claim the authenticity of the picture, let me just tell you that even the University of Columbia has stated that this precious picture could belong to the mighty predator, better known as Megalodon. News footage. Now, after so many puzzling Megalodon sightings, let's bump into this one, caught live on television. I know it sounds weird, but during a live show on an Australian news channel, the host, while reporting a shark sighting on the beach, spotted a great white shark. The footage shows a giant beast with something in its mouth as it jumped out of the water. But what is it? It sure was something huge. But before the viewers could catch a better look, the camera got shifted towards the hosts, as if it were not meant to be featured live, which is disturbing because many speculated it might have been a Megalodon sighting, awaiting to be revealed very soon. See you next time.